Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 166. If you're new to my channel, I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do the YouTube things, interact. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back to spend some time with me this week. I enjoy our visit so much, and I know you can make other choices. So thank you very much for stopping by. I want to jump in with just a little bit of personal stuff, and then we'll get to more of it later. But anyway, I hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving if you're in the United States and you celebrated. And if it wasn't what traditionally we have had in the past because we're at different stages in life, I hope you were able to find some calm and some peace. Mine was wonderful. It was a different way of doing it this year I feel like my daughter's whole life. So 21 of my daughter's 22 years of life, I have held Thanksgiving, and my niece took it on this year. So that was a nice change of pace. Like, I cooked a couple of side dishes, showed up, visited, ate, and we, with stomachs full and smiles on our faces, we were able to leave. So my husband kept joking with her that she had the mess this year. In a loving way, he said that. Anyway, I also, that morning before we went, because ours is a later date or a later time frame for the food, I did my own 5K. I'll pop a picture in here of my little walking partner. So yes, I do walk that 5K, and yes, it's a slow pace, but it's my pace, and I'm happy and proud of myself that I accomplished that. So there was no events here locally to me, so I just made it happen. So as you can see, I've started decorating props. I started decorating for Christmas. No lights on it yet. It'll be an in-process thing. It's just what I do after Thanksgiving. I usually bring totes down and start decorating for Christmas. So even cross-stitch pieces have came up. But so like right now, it's fall and Christmas mixed, and hopefully in the next week it'll transition over and I'll get this baby lit. We'll see. Other than that, before I jump into regular stuff, I want to tell you something that I've been dabbling thought-wise. I've been thinking about this for like a year. So I do truly want your thoughts. I've reached out to a couple dear friends in regards to this. Back at the beginning of 2022, I had made it a personal goal that by the 2023, I was going to have a website started. Basically, in a nutshell, I just want to sell fabric and floss. And through talking to some friends, it sounds like I will just be starting out with opening an Etsy store. I have 2 years before I retire, and it would let me figure out if this is something that I still wanted to do before I go through the process of building a website and stuff. I have worked since I was 12 years old, so as a retired person, I know I will have plenty of stuff to do, but I think this would give me like some structure in my day, if that makes sense, to packing orders and stuff. So again, it's just a thought. I know there's a lot of people out there jumping on, but I always feel that there's like room for one more. So if not, I at least tried. So anyway, your thoughts on that would be great. So I plan on in the future having a Janet Jabber Etsy store where I sell fabric and floss, but I do honestly want your thoughts in regards to it. Is it too crowded in that, or is there room for one more? But all right, so with that being said, we're going to jump into the normal stuff. Please, this is the last week probably before I start gathering up the using the Happy Mail form to get out my Christmas cards for 2022. So please, if you have not filled out my Happy Mail form and you would like to possibly receive a Christmas card, please fill out the Happy Mail in description box below. There is a link. I send out about 30 to 40 Christmas cards off that list, and I just randomly go through and grab names. So there's several other links in the description box below if you want to check those out also. Please feel free to. All right, I'm going to start with my section here that is called Featured Friends. You guys love this so much, so I'm going to pop Helen's picture in here. Helen has this picture. The designer is, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, Helen. Designer is Cressetta Gogo from 2022. It's an advent calendar. She used the DMC that was called for. She used 32 count Belfast opalescent Zweigart. She used rods that she got from the UK Cross Stitch Guild. She finished this with some Christmas backing by Lynn's Heartfelt Finishing. Lynn of Landshire Stitcher. She's also a Flosstuber. She chose to finish this way to make it easier for storage. This was stitched by a Jan of Jan Hicks Creates, who set up a sal for last year to get through this one. So that is a lot of information and so much, there's just so much goodness in there. Thank you for sharing that, Helen, because people so like to get the details on that. This pattern is gorgeous, and I love how Jan Hicks broke it up. I love how you used another Flosstuber's finishing stuff to support local business. So it's a beautiful thing to have displayed in your house, and thank you very much for sharing. Again, if you would like to have your cross-stitching piece shared on this channel, everyone loves to see it. It gives people look at this, a different kind of finishing idea. I have something I need to finish like that. So pop it in here and at janetjabber@gmail.com, and I will get it put in the queue to share that. So thank you so much. All right, another thing that I like to do as often as I can is giveaways on here. So my giveaways for this week, no special code or question that you need to answer. You're just gonna say, I have 2 this week. So you're gonna say number 1 or number 2. So the number one is, yes, Thanksgiving is over, but we have 1 more week of the month of November, which I always associate with just Thanksgiving. So this is a Thanksgiving holiday hoopla Thanksgiving by Brenda Gervais. And the number 2 pattern for this week is Louise and Henry. Little House Needleworks. Look at that little sheep with the word owl. You could always, even if you didn't like the word in there, you could stitch over it and not do that. So again, 1 or 2, and let me know which one of those you would like to be entered in. Again, I don't always say that on here, but as a reminder, the rules for a giveaway do not say the word giveaway. You have to be 18 so I can legally get your address. I would prefer this to be US only for shipping right now, especially the Christmas time. Did I miss something? I always said don't say giveaway. These things have no monetary value, so if for some reason they were to get lost in the mail, they cannot be replaced. I've never had that happen, but I feel important to say that because I don't know that I think the one I could replace. Anyway, if it gets lost in the mail, I may be able to find something else out of my stash to send you, but that particular one would not be sent. These are giveaways that have been either I never stitched or sent to me to give away. So, all right, I hope that wraps it up. 1 or 2. All right, let's jump into my stitching because that's what you're here for. I have 1 finish for this week, and it is my stocking by Blackbird Designs. It's out of the November booklet, and how perfect is it that it is a turkey. I loved stitching every bit of this. It was a super quick, fun one. This is not a full coverage one like the month of October was. So very lovely. Okay. And then my stitching for this week was very light because I did not do Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, or Festive Friday. But what I did do is I worked on my Mirabilia Autumn Queen, stitched on Color and Cotton 28 count Sparrow. And this is where she is at. So I'm showing her in the hole, and then I'm gonna fold her up and bring her in. I finished in here, finished out that section here. And there was a little section here I connected, and then I did this brown and came in here with that. So, and I know, hanging thread, sorry guys. Yeah, so love how she's coming along. I have a little over a month to still go on her before she gets put away and Winter Queen comes out. I don't always share this, but since I have very light stitching this week, I am. This is a bag that I got from Gammy X Stitch, or Gammy, Stitching with Gammy, sorry. Barbara Jones, Stitching with Gammy. I love it, it's quilted. Sometimes I don't share them because I have so much stitching to show. I know my videos are short, but I also don't always remember where the bags came from, so I feel bad and it is, like if there was a label on that, if it fell off, and I don't know. my friend Vicky on here says 51-year-old brain. 51-year-old brain. That's what I have to say about it. All right. So I had a new start this week. I had a couple new starts this week, and they were planned. This one right here, if you recall, last week I mentioned that I was having a Bridgerton series week. So I watched the entire Bridgerton series and had a wonderful days doing that. I also did lots of organizing in my crap. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, this is the stitching. That's what we're about. So this is my Lady Whistle Down Society papers. I love this. Just looks so cute, and what a great way to remember that series. So Cryptid X Stitch is where I got it, off of Etsy. And this is, I'm so excited where this is. Again, this is a purple fabric. It was mystery fabric from Fran. I believe it's a 28 or 32. Don't know. Don't care. It fits, and I didn't count it. So this is where I got to on it. So the entire bottom section is done, and now it's just the pleasantry of trees. And that's a lot of fiddly stitching, but it doesn't matter. This is where I got while I was watching season 1 and 2. So very cool. I'm very happy with that. This is in a bag. That is one of those bags that I have told you about in the past. That's the Amazon bag that I put fabric on, and I basically sewed it. I didn't even do a great job, but I don't care. It looks pretty, and I did the fabric around the edge. So the reason this one, you see the white around the top, this is one of those pieces of fabric from Sugar Spoonful? I don't know. That it's a printed piece of fabric. And when you buy them by the fat quarter, you end up with a white edge because it's a printed fabric, not a woven fabric. I think that's the right word. But anyway, so that's why that one's like that, but whatever. Sorry, I have to reach for my stuff. I keep saying so much today. All right, my next new start was for my friend Vicky's birthday. She wanted everyone to start a Filipina. Jeez, me and words. So mine, the only one I had in my whole arsenal of cross stitching in there, is the Autumn Equinox Pixie. She has a lot of color, and I'm happy with what happened, but at the same time I'm like, but if you recall, well, I'm just gonna point this back up again. See, I decided to start in the corner because if you recall, my daughter pointed out this beautiful piece of Stitch Me fabric would look like it's coming out of the fire. So because of that, I started down here, and I basically worked on the branch. Very boring, but since it's on a fun fabric, that has made it okay. But believe it or not, I was like 2 strands away from running out of 108, and then something happened. Oh, I wanted to get that turkey done, so I just switched. This bag is StitchNButton's bag. Vicky, who I started this new start for, so I put my pretty little lady in this bag. And oh, look, she always does these zipper pulls that are cute little bird, because there's birds on this one. But birds and ladies, that's what I like. So that is my stitching for this week. I know, it's crazy, but I am going to be back into my Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, Festive Friday this week. There's not going to be a small unless one of those get finished as a small this week, but I don't have a small for this week. I don't know what I did with my timing, but I'll work on getting my stuff ready for December for my falls. That's what I'll do. And wait till you hear the personal update. There could be something else going on. All right, so that finishes the stitching. What my plans are for this week is, I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to, I'm going to work on 2023 plans. I'm not hardcore, but I want to, like, in my thoughts, like the smalls, what smalls do I want? I feel like I'm going to back off and not make myself do I don't want to say make myself, but not make myself do a small every single week, maybe 2 smalls a month, or something like that. Because I don't know what my stitching time is going to be available. I'm going to have a grandbaby. So I need to simmer down my 2023 plans and then figure that kind of stuff out. I want to plan my Whipco board. I printed off some empty boards so that I can start filling that in and dabbling with what I want for that. I'm going to have you heard other floss tubers have, and like I just said that Jan Hicks Creates did for a group, to where she did it for 1 a bunch of floss tubers I watch, they take one pattern of theirs that they want to see get done in the year, and they figure out, they divide what's left of it divided by 12 so they can have it for a finish for the year. So that's kind of exciting. I'm gonna do that. So I think I know what piece I want, but we'll wait and see. And so just dabbling with that. I make my own happy planner, so I need to get the pages printed out for that, and fine tune it to where I need to use it a little different this year or something. Lots of planning. So I'm going to use this week to my advantage because life is going to get super crazy here soon. So, but I have one piece of haul that I got this week, and it is in, if you've not noticed this before, the purple package is the Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. Her link is in my description box below. She is a Facebook group where you go on, and every month she puts up like your wish list. So it'll say there's going to be one coming up, December wish list. So then you, if you're on the group, you can go say, hey, I want this chart. I did. I went and I said, hey, I want this chart. And then she ordered it. I'm not obligated to buy it, but if it's one that other people chime in on, it tells her to buy, 2 or 3 copies of it, whatnot. So this one was because I got into the Mirabilia retreat. I need to have Charlotte. So this is my Charlotte Mirabilia, and the goodie bags that come with it, not come with it, I paid for them, but that I need to complete it. It's all done and won. So I will need to be figuring out my fabric for this and kitting it up. And then I'm looking, it's called Beach Walk Linen. Anyway, I won't use what's called for. I'll use probably a Be-Stitch Me probably, or collar and cotton that I have in my package over there. So that is my one piece of haul. And I love how Sammy J does her little group. So there's that. I received a beautiful little card in the mail from Cindy. Look at this homemade card. Now, the thing is, this is a flat, oh my gosh, look, there's a beautiful ribbon. If you made this, Cindy, it is absolutely gorgeous. And then she wrote me a personal note. I don't want to show you, but like she just took a piece of paper and glued it onto there and wrote me the note on this beautiful flat thing. So I love this, and thank you so much for that, Cindy. Very much appreciated. And this time of the year, couldn't this just be sitting here and maybe it is now, just sitting there as a little piece of decoration for, it is, look, it's gonna be there. Sorry, I was all up in your face, but a little piece of decoration for the Christmas season. So thank you very much for that, Cindy. All right, one other thing that came in the mail for me was the punch needle and primitive stitch. Several things in here I like. I'm sure there's other people out there that do flip throughs on this, but I am very excited about it. And look forward to stitching a few patterns out of here. Look, I have to share this one. This is Autumn Lane Stitchery's little, oh my gosh, that snowman is just so delicious looking. He looks so cute and fun. Yes, so that's just one that when I flipped through, it opened up. So there are several in there that I like that I want to stitch. So I need to start stitching out of those. So I need to be more active in Carolyn Zook's magazine monthly. I don't know. I just can't do all the things. I just can't do all the things. I like having a variety of stitching. I am not like just one aesthetic of stitching. Stitching is all over my house, and there's all kinds of different designs. So someday I should show you that, but I am not good at that whole moving around and doing the things. So anyway, rambling. All right, so that's all that I have to show you. I'm going to jump into personal. So I'm so excited. I had this whole last week off along with the holiday weekend. I got so much done. It was just full of fun for me and relaxation. Like I said, I watched the Bridgertons. But yes, I am in full grandma mode, even though we're not there yet. So let's just bring you up to date on that. Lizzie started having contractions all weekend long. She's so tired. She is at the doctor right now. Yeah, I think. So we're going to find out what they're going to do in regards to this. So not due, but you know what I mean? Like, she's had contractions all weekend. It's just par for the course, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Who knows? Who knows when that baby's coming out, but baby Ozzy will be here soon. Because of that, I spent one of my days making these baby blankets. These are very much like my mother used to make for my daughter. Here's one of them I've made. This is mine that I made. So basically, it's just two pieces of material with batting and board together, sandwiched together. You stitch it around the outside to make it blah, blah. And then my mom wasn't a quilter. This is the old-fashioned way of quilting it. She wasn't a quilter of like the pretty little designs. This is pieces of yarn. I'm touching this because it's a piece of yarn where she ties those together so it doesn't slump in there. So I still need to do the yarn part on these, but this is one of them that I made for baby Ozzy. This is the one my daughter picked out the pattern, and it's the gray plaid on the back. And then this is the one that I picked out for it's gonna stay at my house. Little guys and little feet print on the back side. So again, the little yarn knots have to be done to that for it to be finished, but that was fun to work on. I also worked on, right now I call it baby Ozzy's room, but it's really gonna be the playroom for the grandkids because Lizzie and Colton plan on having multiple kids. We'll see. You gotta make it through the first one first. But anyway, so wow, what is it to assemble a pack and play these days? The pack and play back in my day, you just popped up the edges and slammed down the bottom, it was done. No, this thing has, like, the baby can grow into the full pack and play. So there's like a little changing table thing, and there's like a little, right now, a little bassinet, and then when they get too big for that one comes off, and then there's a partial length depth of the pack and play, and then you take that out. Wow, I got it done. I also got a bouncer that it can bounce, but it can grow with the child. So you take this part off when it gets this big and this part off, and then like it can even sit in this chair when it's a 2-year-old. So I don't know. I didn't go crazy. That is literally what I've got for that room. Books, of course, will be had, and some few toys. I do have a few toys in there. I lied, a few toys in there too. Lizzie sent me this link this weekend of Christmas traditions. I am an avid reader. I was an avid reader to Elizabeth when she was growing up. I can be a very animated voice when I am, like, I don't make up other voices, I don't think, but I don't know. She loved listening to me read. Still to this day, she loves listening to me read. But she sent me this link of somebody that had a Christmas tradition of a basket by their Christmas tree of age-appropriate books for kids. And so I went to their blog, and I put all of the board books in my shopping cart. And I was like, okay, I've not hit send yet, but we got this. I love this tradition. I love it. So yeah, I'm making it happen. Whew, someone's excited about being a grandma. All right, I also organized all my specialty floss. I had them all bobbinated, and it just was a pain in the butt when I would kit up fabrics because I rather work off of floss drops. That's my chosen method right now. I am also, don't beat myself up over the fact that that can change. I'm gonna pop a picture in here. It is not the prettiest, but it is what I've got. Again, they were all bobbinated, so they're kinkied a little bit, but I don't care. I don't care. So there's that. I'm checking my notes. So again, I mentioned, who knows, we're going to find out here soon what is the deal with baby Ozzy coming. So, for those of you that have heard me say that, yes, we know it's a girl. We know they're naming her baby Ozzy. Lizzie chose the name Ozzy. I hope I'm not repeating myself. I'm notorious for that. But if I am, hopefully give me some grace. I'm just super excited. Anyway, when I did tell you this last time because Lizzie was born as a Hirschberger and was adopted as an Osborne, and now she has her new last name, and she wanted to give something of her name to her daughter. So Ozzy, O-Z-Z-I-E, is what we have common. So, all right, so I have my to-go bag ready. I should have brought it over and showed it to you. I have my to-go bag ready for the hospital. I am one of those crazy people. My mom and dad were too. Once I find out Lizzie is being kept in the hospital, I will be there. I will be there the entire time. I will not be up in their business. So I have a cross stitching pattern. I have a light. I have power. I have the things to stay busy, but I got to be close to my daughter in case she needs me. Look, red nose is happening because I get so emotional about this. So yeah, I don't know, as soon as they let me post a picture or whatever they let me do, that's what I will do. I will not step on their toes, but as soon as I can let you know any information about baby Ozzy, I will do that. So yeah, I'm totally rambling now because I am just over the moon excited about what's going on in life. So, and it's not even stitching related, but I have plenty of stitching to still share with you. I will be back next week for the beginning of December. I have mentioned before, for December, I'm going to still do my Tuesday videos. And on Thursday, I'm going to do a quick little video of like, I'm still figuring this out, but like any finishing I got done for that week, because I'm going to do a big push for fully finishes, excuse me. And I don't know, I may share with you like my favorite tea for the week, or what couple of movies I've watched, or stuff like that. So I'll be back with you. I'll get that figured out, or we'll fly by the seat of our pants because I'm going to have a new grandbaby and we're just going to do what we do around here. So hopefully this tree is decorated and when I come back at you next. So with that, I'm going to bid you farewell. Go on to your next floss tuber. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.